There are many AI and software companies in existence, but only a small portion of them actually operate to make real impact. If you haven't paid attention to Palantir yet, I have spent at least 1 hour every single day for the best part of a year researching this company and understanding how they actually fit into the AI revolution. And I can't believe how many people are still not taking a look at them. The world is clearly shifting. More data, more complexities, more opportunities for those that understand what's happening, and this video is an opportunity for you. The more you know about Palantir and how it can be used in the real world, the more informed you'll be before taking the next step and making an investment. What most people fail to realize about Palantir is that it can change many industries, including ones that you've not even thought about. And the effects that it has may not be seen directly by you or I, but their work has significant trickle-down effects on our everyday lives. Not that long ago, we all experienced going to the shops and not being able to buy toilet paper because it had been sold out as people were panic buying it. Palantir, hypothetically, could have solved this. Palantir works deep within the retail sector and associated supply chains to make sure that in times of unprecedented demand disruption, there is a quick and adaptive solution ready to go. With the ability of predictive analytics, Palantir could have identified the early signs of panic buying and actually forecasted the surge for demand. They could have passed this information back to retail and suppliers and allowed them to act quickly. It's also just really annoying when you go to a shop and you're told that a product you want is out of stock and it won't be back until X date in the future. Palantir can make sure this doesn't happen by using advanced modeling to recommend optimal stock quantities and reordering at the correct time. When you're in the process of changing your financial future, you need a community of like-minded people to hold you accountable and act as a sounding board, especially when the markets go mad. My Patreon community is a fantastic place for this. And by the way, at some point in the near distant future, I am going to be making this community even more exclusive by closing it off to new members. So if you want to join, make sure you do it soon. The thing about healthcare, especially public healthcare, is that it's a pain point for everyone involved. When you go to the doctors or to the hospital, chances are the time you need attention for is actually really minimal, maybe 20 minutes. But actually it takes between 1 hour and 8 hours of your time. As you are jammed into an overcrowded waiting room, you are sitting around waiting to be discharged, or maybe you're even told that there are no beds available for you. And after all this, you may actually even need to return back at a later date. Just yesterday, I was at an NHS hospital with my mum. She was having a planned operation. And when we got there, we quickly learned that they didn't have the scans that they needed. They had just gone missing somewhere in the system. Luckily, they resolved this and found it, but it did mean my mum having to repeat information that she had already said multiple times in the process to get her up to this day. This was a massive waste of time, and it's these inefficiencies in a system that need to be solved. And to add to this, what was meant to be a 2-hour window for the operation and the care afterwards actually ended up taking 7 hours. Palantir offers the healthcare industry applications to change all this and to harmonize patient flow and data to get patients through the system in as little time as possible. And if you're a nurse or a doctor and you're watching this, or you just work in the healthcare sector, you'll relate to how often there is a big administration burden on scheduling, meaning your time is wasted that could be best spent actually helping save lives. Palantir for Hospitals has created an application that takes staff preferences and their skills, patient demand predictions and data to produce AI-driven schedules to alleviate these issues. Healthcare is fairly obvious, but the next use case is not. And make sure you stick around for the last way in which Palantir is used in the real world, because I don't think you would have thought of it. I'm sure if you have a bank account, at some point you have had that panic deep within your stomach that someone has access to something they shouldn't have. Or you've had to go and ask your bank about a certain transaction that you are seeing that you don't remember making yourself. But what financial institutions are now doing is upping their ability to be proactive rather than reactive and spot any odd transactions or suspicious activity. And they are doing so by connecting all the various data points and deploying AI. Now, you won't just log into your bank account or walk into your local branch, if they even exist with everything being online now, and actually see this with your own eyes. But you can be sure that they are doing this, and Palantir is helping. By providing systems that can build a unified and holistic customer profile, your money is better protected. Talking about protecting your money, What about protecting yourself? I'm sure if you've opened any social media or looked at any news apps recently, you would have seen the issue with the Alaska Airlines, where mid-flight on a Boeing plane, the door just literally blew off. This is terrifying, and it was caused by a lapse in quality control, and this is not the first time either. If you ever take flights, you want the planes to be protected from future safety issues as much as possible. You want to trust that all of the hundreds of thousands of parts that make up a plane are committed to the highest standards of quality and safety. These parts and the data associated with them are often made by hundreds of different people across many different factories across many different countries, meaning there is a major data integration problem. What if I told you that Palantir actually offers a platform that can resolve this? Skywise. It's their aviation specific platform that is built on top of Foundry that they developed alongside Airbus. Skywise allows Airbus, along with over 100 other airlines, to improve reliability, support safety, and decrease costs. For example, by processing data from thousands of sensor systems to identify anomalies and patterns to help identify defects before they happen. And the crazy thing is that Skywise isn't even the only industry-specific platform that Palantir offer. Remember that in order to see the next opportunities in the market, you have to research and understand those companies which are disrupting industries. So hit subscribe with the notification bell on so that you are notified when the next video comes out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.